Hello and welcome to the violin and viola tutorial for Star Spangled Banner, the melody part. Now, before we begin, I'd like to invite you to look at some details in the music. Throughout the piece, 3 times, we have this new note, C sharp. Now, C sharp, it says high 3, is going to be on the G string. And if you look, on your third, you have 3 fingers tapes. We don't want to play low C, or we don't want to play that C right on the tape. Instead, we're going to stretch it just up past the tape. And if some of you have a 4th finger right there, it's going to be in between your 4th finger tape and your 3rd finger tape. So watch out for that C sharp. The other note that comes right before it is B. So we're going to go B, C, B natural, 2 fingers on the tape, and then stretch up 3 fingers for C sharp. A couple other things. If you notice, if you take a look at the first part of the music up until pickups to B, these notes that lead us into the downbeat are the pickups, is the exact same notes from the beginning to letter B, and then letter B to right before letter D. A couple other things that I'd like to point out are just for purpose of West Des Moines when we play this, our bowing is going to be a little bit different. At 23, or the second measure after E, we're not going to do 2 ups. Instead, we're going to go up, down, up, which I've written here. And then you'll notice in the second to last line, right after F, this says bow lift. I've just kind of scribbled that out. You won't actually need to lift the bow because it's up and then down, but there will be a slight space there. Just at the end of that line, there's a fermata and then a caesura, which is these 2 lines that look like railroad tracks. That's a pause. You will not have to lift the bow also because you will be up bow and then down bow. At the very end of the piece, in the last line, there is a bow lift after the fermata, so make sure you do that one. The other note that I like to make is our key signature. Now, some of you may or may not be aware of what's going on with the key signature, but the key signature right here tells us what's going to be sharp or flat throughout the entire piece. Now, in our key signature here, it might look a little different on the viola part, but it tells us F sharp. F sharp is going to be the same throughout the entire piece, which is a little different from what we're used to because here we're in G major, and in D major we have F sharp and C sharp. So when you get to letter D, you have a C there, but it's not going to be C sharp. It's going to be C natural. So you're going to make sure you do a low 2 on the A string, just like Happy and Sad Mary. Happy Mary, we had F sharp on the tape. Sad Mary is going to be here. It's not so sad in this piece, but we do want to make sure that 2 is in between our first and our second tapes when we play it. That's about all the things I'd like to address in the music, so I'm going to go ahead and play this part for you. Again, the viola part, the strings may be different, but they're the same notes, so you can play along as well. In the beginning, we have 2 ups, so we want to make sure we get both of those in an up bow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Half note. Here's that B stretch for C sharp. Half note. Here's a B and a low open G. Repeat the same thing. B, C sharp, open D. You notice the same thing. Low B and low G. C natural. C natural again. There's that C natural. You don't want to play C sharp. There's an F sharp though. B, that C sharp again. That's the only place we have it. Letter E, F. C natural. There's a fermata, so we will hold. another fermata after that C natural. Lift the bow.